Yep, the grief of losing a dear friend. Okay, so we're gonna continue. I had to get the doggo because he's scared. Because it's storming outside. Perspectives in pursuit. Kupo Poe is eyeing you with approval. So I just have Jojo on my lap because he's he don't like this. Ah, I see you've been diligent in your training, Reinetier. You look more confident with that magic brush on your back and exude the aura of a proficient Pictomancer, Kupo. I'm struggling to read. I can readily tell these things, for I once traveled with a pair of Pictomancers after all. Your soul crystal used to belong to one of them, in fact. His name was Jacquelique, and he was an exemplar of our art. The other was Jacquelique's apprentice, a girl named Birubu. Despite having seen only 16 summers, she's already an accomplished Pictomancer. And she's the friend of mine who's missing, Kupo. So she's the same age as the twins. I'll have to meet Jacqueline someday. I'll go with that one. They did have an argument, so it's more of they kind of departed. I'm afraid that's not possible. He passed away some time ago, Kupo. Biru thought of him as a grandfather. Even now she must be feeling so terribly alone. That's why I want to find her and make amends. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to learn anything about where she might have gone. But I won't give up. In hopes of picking up on Biru's trail, we'll retrace my journeys with her and aid those in need along the way. I'm glad you like the plan. Now you'll want to bundle up extra warm because our first stop will be in Corthus. Camp Dragonhead, to be precise. Shall we? Okay, let's go. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. We're gonna do it this way. I'm too lazy. Okay. And a Koopa friend. Oh, I forgot I had sparks out. Oopsie poopsie. Bird gods, it's cold, Kupo. Just like when I visit with Jacqueline and Biruru. Biruru had never seen snow before, and she was the picture of glee. She rolled up a snowball and threw it at me with all her might. Then she threw another and another, and soon I found myself in dire straits. I'm in dire straits. Yes, just so. I found myself buried in dire straits. Wait a moment. What are you doing here, Mr. Hearer? Well now, what a curious coincidence that we should cross paths here. I'm just imagining him making fun of that axolotl. I have come to the camp as an emissary for Gridania. Alas, my Ishgardian counterpart with whom I was to meet was wounded during a training exercise prior to my arrival. I tended to him as best I could, but I'm afraid the outlook is grim. Oh dear! Ginger, are you good? Are his injuries that grave? While the injury itself wasn't life-threatening, the resulting wound has soured. A poison courses through his body, against which my magics are ineffective, and now he burns from a terrible fever. Just this moment I recalled a treatment that would purge the impurity, but it requires the horn of a rare hartebeest, and I have no skill in hunting. Leave it to me. That sounds like a job for our promising Pictomancer. Reinetier here can find this hartebeest and take it down with a few swift brushstrokes. Would you aid me again? Your kindness knows no bounds. Leave it to me. Just tell me what I'm killing. It'd be prudent to question the garrison about the hartebeest. The creatures are rare, but the knights may have sighted one during their patrols. Perfect! We'll have that horn ready in no time. Let's go, Kupo. Ah, Reinetier, you're ever welcome here. Is there aught you require? Yeah, can you tell me about this beast with the horn that I could use to make a medicine? I see, yours is an elusive query indeed. As it happens, though, a comrade of mine chanced upon a hartebeest by the still vigil only yesterday. With luck, it will still be near. Gotcha. Loud mellow. I choose this one just because it is the Kupo. So, it makes the most sense. And it makes the Kupo sounds. You cast your gaze across the snowy hillside, but observe nothing of note. Darn. Oh, they're sprouts! You cast your gaze across the snowy hillside, but observe nothing of note. Where did the music go? You spy a horned silhouette by the entrance of the Weeping Saint. A hartebeest, perhaps? Let's go for it. Hello. Not today. Dead. You good, Jojo? You comfy? You are returned. Please tell me you've obtained the hartebeest horn. Yeah, here you go. Yes, this is the horn. I cannot thank you enough. I shall use it to prepare an infusion for the ailing knight at once. No sooner did you arrive here than you helped a soul in need. Well done, Reinetier. I hadn't expected to aid the same person twice, but the road is full of surprises, and a Pictomancer prospers from every experience. As you yourself said, the journey is of paramount importance to the Pictomancer. It sure is, Kupo! A journey to new places is a feast for the imagination, and a well-fed imagination produces more vivid images. If you want to grow as a Pictomancer, you can't simply stay in one place. You must go forth and see what's out there. By the way, you've been to Ishgard before, yes? Looking back on your first visit, what emotions and sensations have remained with you most strongly? Sorrow, despair. The warmth I found amidst the bitter cold, the sorrow of those caught in an unending war, the grief of losing... Yep, the grief of losing a dear friend. Harshaphant will always be remembered and missed. Yours is an arduous journey indeed, Kupo. I can scarcely imagine just how difficult your trials must have been. But it's because you've experienced such loss, I think, that you've been able to fight for those who can do so no longer. Thank you for sharing this with me, Reinetier. To hear what's important to you, it inspires me to be hopeful, Kupo. Now, as I did back in Gridania, I'll make inquiries here about my friend, Biruru, until it's time for us to move on. I bid you keep up your training.